Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
What is up, people? This is Inflewence, and I'm back with another review. Move the camera a little bit. Today we got Grimlock from the Studio series and Wheelie also. And this is part of 86 Studio series. You know, they get the backgrounds. Got them on the background. Comes in robot mode. Comes with a little wheelie. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Let's move him over a little bit. Get to see the background. It's inside. Pretty cool. Dope that they give you those backgrounds. Hope you didn't hear all that stuff. And you get the box. Again, great artwork. I love the artwork. Showing the figure in the alt mode and robot mode. Also on some more artwork in the clear 86. I was talking about in some other. Also get the instructions. Instructions are pretty good. Not bad instructions. Actually, this is similar to the old school G1 Grimlock. Now off the back, I'm going to tell you I don't like these arms. And the reason being, they're white. And I would have liked them to be silver. I don't know what made them have the white arms. And also this stuff. Now he comes with, he actually has his mouth. Let's take this off. Wheelie goes on here. He has these there's two pegs on each side, and they peg into the back of Wheelie. So so you can see, I don't really like this figure that much because it's not posable. For the money, I think they should have gave you a better posable figure. His head sculpt is pretty great. However, and I know there's a way to take this off. I think you just pop it off the ball joint and put it on the other wheelie, which I may do that. And at the end of the video, or in a few, I'll show you what that looks like. And it comes with his slingshot, and I'm about to lose it. Little slingshot, so don't lose it. His arms just has a hole in it, and I probably won't take it out. Like I said, I'll be using the other one. He has waist swivel, goes all the way around. His head is on a ball joint. Does have hollowness. Knees don't move, which I hate. He does move his legs like this. And the arms, he has this articulation, so he can do that. I guess he's typing on his arm, and he can, or he's doing the slingshot. So you can have him doing the slingshot like this. So even if you had a string, you could have him pulling it. I think that's why his articulation is like that, but it doesn't make sense to me that they didn't make this an articulated figure. So this is pretty much useless. Grimlock, on the other hand, as I said, he's pretty great. He has these arms articulation that move. They go down all the way like this and straight out. And they on a ball joint at the end, so you can move them up, move them all the way down, or you can have them how I had them. Claws are not movable. His jaw does move in and out. And he also has, a little thing in there that I believe can fit these. I don't know for sure because I didn't try it yet. And yeah, he can fit the blast effects from the other series. Actually, this is from, I believe, Jetfire. So he definitely can fit those. Let me show. Is that all the articulation? His legs, arms, they go all the way, and they have a bend, I believe, this way because it's the arm. Tail doesn't do anything. Tail doesn't move. And like I said, this moves this way, yeah, because of the arm. So that really is useless. But you can get these so he's more of an upright position, or you can have him like running. T-Rex, he does that pretty well. So with the other wheelie, this is the other wheelie. This is, I don't know if this is Titan's Return, and it's more articulated. So if you wanted to, even though I like the look of this better, I just wish it was articulated. If it's articulated, this would be a great figure, even though it doesn't transform, because it's substantial. It looks great. It, you know, just, it's just a nice looking and feeling type of figure, but it just doesn't have the flair of this. And looking at it side by side is really like, I really don't like this figure as much as I thought I did. But again, you can put this head onto this wheelie, and I think it may look kind of good. Then you can actually have this wheelie up here, and he could actually, but then he's too big. So you see how that is. No, just something I'm trying out. I was trying out. Then you have this, his gun, which fit, I believe, on his right here. See those two tabs in right there. Typical Grimlock gun. I think it's a great mold because it's not hollow at all. And I mean, it's a shame that we're reduced to I don't know, low expectations, because I think this should be the standard. This stuff should be the standard. 86 should be the standard. The 86 series, that should be the standard for G1 Transformer figure. But oh, and also you have this, so he can do the splits as Grimlock. So enough of that, and let's get into transformation. Closes his legs. I mean his legs. What the hell am I talking about? Close his mouth. Have it like this. Don't bend it too far, because then we're going to get these legs together. Like this. Let's go down a little bit. Split these apart. See, I don't know. So let's move this down. Let's split this. See if that works better. This is on a hinge, so you can get that out the way. Probably does work a little better. Then you can move his head up. It's really simple transformation. Like I said, it's reminiscent of the G1, old G1. Almost all of the Grimlocks. I don't know. I guess it's just the way you move this. These are pegged in. Are they? No, they're pegged in. I think in here. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe they just slide in to this section right here. I was thinking they were pegged, but you're on that little double hinge. Move that up. They peg in right here, up here. So that's what I was thinking about. Peg that in. His arms out the way. Again, you're almost done. Then this right here, you can unpeg. Bend these out. Bend these out. Bend these down like this. Start to get his knee. His knee has this joint, this long, like almost double joint. So when you have it like this, you can bend it. It kind of bends in. Then you can get it. Here I just showed it real quick. And I'll show it from here. See how that like bends over, and then you flip it up? Well, while you're flipping it up, it'll go over automatically, but you want to make sure it's over. You can see that. Then you bend this in like that. Bend this in like that. Fills in that little gap. Flip this around. Pegs in right there. Flip this around. again, pegs in right there. Then the feet, unfold the feet, peg these in the back. Get on this side, unfold, peg them right there. Get his arms out, flip his hands around, flip this one around. Then you can break his elbow, not break it, but break the connection. I always say that. That's terrible, because then you can get this where you want it. It's just a little peg, goes in there. Put that in there like that. You can bend these down and around just so they're hidden, or whatever you want to do with them. I usually just do something like that just so you can't see them from the back. Then you can get these wherever you want them. Have them like this, like that. I like them a little flared out just to give him some character, as I say. And there he is. That's Grimlock in a nutshell. You see him. He has almost 0 hollow parts, which again should be the norm, should be the ideal, but considering how much this costs for a mainline figure, is what it is. So then his hand, he just has a 5mm port, and the gun is just has a port, and it fits. Doesn't have anything in the back blocking him. So as his gun doesn't have a sword, which is negative for me, especially with this price point. He probably should have had a sword. Let me get in on this face sculpt. See that? It's Grimlock. Yeah, great face sculpt. Again, let's compare him to a couple figures. So first, you know, I like to compare it to masterpiece figures. And here, it's not actually a bad comparison besides the size. So I don't have Grimlock. I know it's sacrilege, and I don't have Grimlock. But I do have Snarl and his fans toys. And as far as aesthetically, I mean, they kind of look similar. You can tell this is better materials, but it's not that far as as material looking wise. Of course, size is nowhere near. Grimlock should be the same height or bigger. And if it was in Giga power, if you're familiar with those, they're even bigger than fans toys. So, I mean, can't compete with Dinobots. Masterpiece Dinobots at all. Now, here's the size comparison. And I think that's great. That's a great size. Very, very much bigger than these guys, which he should have. He's a Dinobot. Grimlock, he's a Dinobot. So, I mean, that's just what it is, And let's get into articulation. Again, articulation, his hand, he holds his gun well. That's not going anywhere. His head goes all the way around, goes up about that much, goes down. It does move a little on the platform, so you can get it a little more up without breaking it too much. But that's pretty much, it goes side by side. So it's not bad. These wings can go all the way up, all the way down, all the way back, and as far as much as the arm. And you can get them back in order to get this arm all the way around, but you still have to bend it out a little bit. Now, this arm gets up like that. He has the bicep swivel, which is a pretty good swivel. He does have one hollow point in here, which again, I don't know why, especially at this price point, why they couldn't just make a little flat, maybe a little spring-loaded flap that flaps out and goes in, like when you do that. I don't know. Not an engineer, but they should have. In here's a little hollow too, but that's not as bad as right here. Big hole in the arm. Then you have his elbow. He kind of has double jointed. It breaks up. There's a hole. But it's not bad. It's double jointed. So waist swivel goes all the way around and is not impeded by anything. Has this little gold, you know, the gold paint matches here. I like that. The gold and the little smoked out with the Autobot symbol in there is reminiscent G1. His hands move around and they can go in like I showed before due to transformation. So you can get that, you can fake that. Legs. Let me see, you can do the splits. Actually, you can he can do that. If you can kind of fake it to get a little, I don't know what kind of pose, but you can do the splits all the way. And he goes back, can do the hurdles pretty much. Pretty awesome articulation for this big beef of a bot. He has the thigh swivel up top right there at that joint. Has the knee bend that gets you there about 90 degrees. Is it double? No, it's not double jointed. What else? He has a toe, no toe tilt. The ankle can tilt if you take it off that tab that's on. It can tilt a little down, and he has a crazy rocker. And I even like that they built this in, so when he does, I mean, you're never gonna have it like that, so it does break it up. But when you have it like this, it gives you a illusion of still being connected to his leg, which is cool. Then it's hollow. So yeah, it's a lot thicker or heavier, I should say, than I thought it would be. I thought it would be a little more flimsy and less substantial than it is, but it isn't as substantial. It still feels rather light. If you could say, if you know what I'm talking about, say compared to this and this, it's not that far. That's what I mean when I say, but I don't know if my expectations were less for this. I thought it wouldn't be this filled in and this substantial of a bot. The presence of it, I mean. But as far as the weight, like they're not that different to be as big, to be as different in size as they are. It's not weight wise, it's not that much difference. If you can understand that. I know I'm kind of rambling. This has been Inflewence and 86 series Grimlock Studio series, that is 86 Studio series, and it's a great line shaping up. Can't wait for the second wave. I think I've been getting some Kingdom 2, so that's coming as well. I got a few of those figures, and I'm gonna just keep bringing the videos. All right, thank you for joining me, and I will get up with you in another video.
Ain't no, life ain't no, life ain't no, life ain't no. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real.